Phillips. I'm the head coach for Ninja here at ORTHDX Natural Fitness. We're going to go through the walkthrough for the upcoming regionals competition. We're going to be showing you the adult course, and then I'll kind of make mention where there will be some changes for the kids and things like that. So you're going to start your course with balance. You're going to step up onto the PVC. You can step up wherever you want to. You're going to roll it until you get to the long PVC. You can make that transfer wherever you want to, but you're going to have to go from the big PVC pipe however you want to get over to the small PVC pipe. Floor is lava here, so if you want to make like a big step, that's fine, just as long as you make it both feet onto the next roller without touching the floor. From there, after you transfer, you're going to have to find a way to get from here to the other end of the pipe and bring that pipe close enough that you can dismount onto the black plate. So you're going to have to do a traverse and a roll and land on the black plate. Floor's lava. This is a 2-point obstacle, so once you make the transfer to the long pipe, you're going to get 1 point, and then once you make it on the black plate for control, that's going to be your 2nd point. Kids here, 7 and unders, are going to have more just like a plate jump. They're not going to have the rollers at all, so 7 unders don't have to worry about that, and then that'll get progressively more challenging as we go up the age brackets. So older kids will have a single roller with black plate jumps, things like that. So still going to be a 2-point obstacle for everyone, just depending on your age is how difficult it'll be. From the black plate, you're going to come over to the long black bar here. So for adults, this is going to go all the way across. It's going to be 1 point. For the 7 and under group, we're going to have a halfway point. So get to halfway is going to be 1 point, finish for 2. So the rules for this one is you have to start within this first pull-up bar. So on this side of this bracket, so here, and as you're going through, you can use just hands if you want to use your feet too. Feet are allowed. So younger kids, once they make it past this bracket here, is going to be 1 point, and then for everyone getting past this last bracket onto the last pull-up bar is your 2nd point. And then for adults, getting to that last bracket is 1. So adults, you got to make it all the way through. Kids, young kids, you've got the halfway point. From there, you're going to come to the grips. There will be a box here. 7 and under and 9 and under are going to have rings going through here. Older kids and adults, you're going to have ball grips. So swing however you'd like, just like with every other ball grip we've ever done. You have to hold onto the actual obstacle. There's no grabbing up onto the bolt. So make sure you're holding on there. Use 1 hand, 2 hands, whatever you need. Make it through. Kids 7 and under are going to make it to the rope. That's where the kids end. They can climb down, jump down, whatever. Above 7 and under, you're going to go from the rope, transfer to the last ball, show control, and that's going to be the end of your obstacle. So 7 and under stops at the rope. Above 7 and under is going to get to the last ball. From there, you're going to drop down. We'll have a box here. If you want the box, you don't have to use the box if you don't want to. You're going to do the pipe dream. So you can use your hands, legs, wrap around, pinch it. You can just use your arms if you want to. 7 and under are going to skip this obstacle. And then 9 and under also will skip this obstacle. Above that, you're going to make it from the first pipe. Once you show control on the last pipe for all children, that's going to be your 2nd point. So first point is getting onto the 2nd pipe. 2nd point is getting onto the 3rd pipe. For adults, getting onto this 3rd pipe is going to be your 1st point, because then you're going to have to make the long transfer to this far pipe, show control, and that's going to be your 2nd point for adults. For the start of this obstacle, Once you leave the box, if you jump and you didn't quite get a far enough jump, we'll allow you to go back and reuse the box if you'd like to, as long as you're not touching the floor. Even if you get clear to the third one, if you think you want to come back to the box for some reason, that's fine. But floor is lava here. Grazing the floor is fine. So if you accidentally scrape it like that, that's okay. Any sort of weight pushing off of the floor is going to be a no-go. So that's your pipe obstacle. For the 7 and unders, we're going to have fixed grips on the pegboard, and for the 9 and under group as well. So they're going to have fixed grips through the pegboard. Halfway point, once you make it past halfway, that's 1. Make it to the end for 2. For the older group, so adult course is going to be starting on our BFGs. You start, one hand has to start on the first red. Your other hand can be wherever you want it to be, whether it's reds. You can reach clear out to the blues if you want to. As long as before your feet leave the box, your one hand is on the first red. So from there, using hands only, you're going to make it to the last 2 blue holds. From there, any way you want to, come down onto the Orthodox logo, and then make your way across to the pink tape. So getting up to the last 2 blue holds is 1 point. Coming down and across, touch the pink tape, is your 2nd point. You can use these smaller ledges here if you'd like to work your way down, but they are smaller than the bottom grip. Once you get here, you can kind of test that out if you'd like. Yeah, 2-point obstacle for the older division. Once you finish the cliffhanger, you're going to drop, come over the OCR wall. Younger kids are allowed to use the ladder part. Older divisions have to use the base of the wall, the flat part. Up and over, you can use your hands, legs, space, whatever you'd like to. Once you come over the wall, you're going to lower yourself down onto the balance beam. So once you touch the balance beam and are on it, that's your first point. So getting over and down is 1. And then walk across the balance beam to the end for your 2nd point. Adults, like older divisions, this is just going to be 1 point. Kids, that'll be a 2-point obstacle. For our shrinking steps, kids are going to go through the steps, jump, and land on the rope, and that's going to be a 2-point obstacle for kids. 1 point for getting to the last step, 2 points for landing the rope. That's 7 and under. And then for our 9 and under group, you're going to come through the steps, grab the rope, transfer onto these rock holds here. And then for our older division, you're going to go all the way through, make it to the rock holds for your first point. Then you're going to have to get up to the top black bar and then work your way across the rock wall using the pipe, and then once you land with control on this last hold here, that's your 2nd point. You can drop down from there. We're going to go up the back side of the pyramid. You can use the rope to help you come down. Floor is lava on this side. So from the wall, you're going to transfer immediately into the quintuple steps. They'll be set up in this fashion for the older divisions. You have to use every single one. You can't skip any of the steps. And then as long as you show that you touch this last one, you can come down. You don't have to cat grab or land there or land past anywhere. Touch and then come down is fine. 7 under younger division is going to have a more simple setup for the quintuple steps, more just back and forth instead of this curve. Adults, this is going to be a 1-point obstacle. Younger kids, this is going to be once you get to the first red or touch the first step, that's going to be your first point, and then touch the last step for your 2nd point. So again, older, 1-point obstacle, younger, 2-point obstacle. Younger division is going to have a ring to grab here, so this will be a little bit easier for the kids, but older divisions, we're going to go from this first bar. This is a 4-foot lache or grab, depending on how tall you are. From there, you're gonna go all the way up to the top black bar. From the top bar, you're gonna drop down to this bar. This is gonna be for the older divisions, 1 point here. So land here for 1 point. Get your second point, you're gonna lache 6 feet, lache 7 feet, show control in the last bar to get your second point. Okay? So kids have that one a little bit easier. Adults, you get to show off your skills. For the next obstacle, younger kids are gonna skip this. They're gonna do a rope climb instead. Not much to show you there, it's just a rope climb. This one, adults are gonna have to swing all the way over, hook the rings onto the handles. You're gonna have to drop the handles. We'll be back there to hold the handles for you so they don't come back and hit you and they're out of your way for your swing. You're gonna swing from the handles up to the top triangle hold. For that one, you can grab on the sides, you can grab on the cliffhanger part if you'd like to. As long as you're grabbing the sides, the cliffhanger, not the top. Same with this swing. You really wanted to swing holding the cliffhanger parts, that's fine. But as long as you get those rings off and lache up there, that's your second point. So adults, you have to land here for 1 point and then lache up for 2. Younger groups that are doing this obstacle, if as you swing you hit any part of this obstacle up here, that's going to be 1 point, and if you land and show control, that's your second point. So younger divisions don't have to make the top transfer, they just have to land it for 2 points. Okay? And from there, once you drop, you're going to go around the back side of the pyramid, touch the warped wall for 1 point, make it all the way to the top of the warped wall for your second point, and that is the whole course. Kids are the same after they finish their rope climb. They run over to the warped wall, touch it for 1, make it to the top for 2. So that is our course. Look forward to seeing you on Saturday.